What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video, and today we are going to talk about Ethereum Classic and my prediction and technical analysis on Ethereum Classic. So right here with Ethereum Classic, we can see this is our chart right here. So way back here is the 26th. I actually did do a video around there and did a little prediction around there. And I actually started talking about Ethereum Classic like around the 6th or 5th of April, because that's when I started, really talk about Dogecoin. And that's where I really, started getting really heavy on all that, because I switched over from the stock space to more cryptos, because you already know why the stock market has been red, just losing so much market cap, and crypto is doing so much better. So I started like around here, and I watched it go up a lot, and then we just went crazy, and then now we're still going crazy with Ethereum Classic, still going crazy every single moment with Ethereum Classic. So yeah, Ethereum Classic is one of those cryptos that just goes crazy when it does go up, right? So here are our trend lines for Ethereum Classic. These are our short-term trend lines. So I don't have a long-term trend line for this, because right now it's kind of in a weird place right now. Like, I could draw a long-term trend line, but I do not want to draw a long-term trend line. That is wrong. But to be honest, the long-term trend line could be anything from here to all the way up there. But honestly, we can just set it right here, honestly, because this is kind of where we have been going long-term. So here is the long-term trend line. And then long-term, I mean, you could say long-term, I mean, since April 29th, but remember, a month in crypto is long, because you know how crypto moves. But this is just our trend line here, and then we have a really short-term one right here. So right now we are going up on this trend line, and if we continue to trade this way, we could break our downtrend, because currently Ethereum Classic is in a little downtrend here. But if this movement right here continues, then we could actually see a uptrend here inside of Ethereum Classic. So we could actually go on a positive trend if we can break this point right here. If we can continue to rise right here and then continue to trade on this line, then we can finally break out of this downtrend that we've been in since the 7th of May. And yeah, we haven't really been in a downtrend for that long, so that is kind of how we're going right now. And then if we break this before the 7th of May, that means that Ethereum Classic is on its way back up to $1.30. And that is just short term. Remember, this is just short term. We don't know what Ethereum Classic is going to do in the long term, because we know like from August to like December is like red days for crypto. So be prepared for crypto winter, like, because when crypto winter comes, let's just look up crypto winter, because this is a real thing that happens. So that's why I'm saying short-term trend lines right now, because short-term trend lines, that is more probable right now, because we know that crypto winter is going to wipe some people out here. A Bitcoin winter ahead. Crypto expert predicts that but after digital asset hits 300k at end of so they're predicting that Bitcoin hits 300k by the end of the year. Okay, but yeah, every crypto kind of follows Bitcoin in a way. But crypto winter is coming up, but still, I wouldn't worry about it. Like, honestly, I don't think it's gonna be too much of a big deal, because crypto has actually been getting more and more publicity. So I don't think crypto winter will have as much of an effect on all of our cryptos as we think. But yeah, this is where we're going with Ethereum Classic here. We are going up on an uptrend here, and these are our trend lines. We're consolidating right now. So right now we're really deciding if we're gonna break this resistance here, or if we're just gonna keep going down. And if we keep going down, we will drop down to $90, almost at 90 cents. But yeah, we will drop down to $90 here if we do not break that. So right here at this point, if we have more buying pressure or we have more selling pressure, that is gonna really determine what we do at the end of this consolidation period. So that's really going to determine where we're at right now. Right now, we're kind of seeing some selling going on here in Ethereum Classic, but we actually have good news and stuff that's actually going on in Ethereum Classic. And also, I wanted to show right here, we had some support right around here at 90 cents. That's why I set the support line at 90 cents. And yeah, that's pretty much why I set the support at 90 cents. And this trend line is going up and up. So if we do not break our $110 point right up here, then we will come back down to 90 cents and test that support line. So yeah, we are seeing some resistance right here. We're trying to break 110 again. But let's go ahead and get off of the technical analysis part, because this is what we are going to be doing here in Ethereum Classic for the next few days. We have been in an uptrend for a while, and honestly, we're still going up. Even though you see this, even though you see the growth going down right here, when you look at this trend line is still positive. So even if we dropped all the way down here to $90, we're still going to go up because we're on a positive trend line, like a positive long-term trend line. So even if we did not break $110 immediately, it doesn't really matter, because then we would trade sideways down to about here, and then we would, go up from there. So that's kind of my prediction here with Ethereum Classic. If we want to set a price prediction here, I would say we need to see $110 within the next couple days or the next day or two in order for us to know if we're going to go on an uptrend. But if we don't see $110 within the next couple days, then we know that we're going to go on a downtrend to about 90 cents. Or not 90 cents. I keep saying this, getting it mixed up with Dogecoin. But yeah, about $90. We come all the way down here to about $90 and then test that again. And then we'll go up from there. So yeah, this is kind of what we're doing here for Ethereum Classic. And Ethereum Classic is definitely going to go to the moon. It's one of those cryptos that has just been around since the beginning of time. So it's the original Ethereum. So let's go here, look at the Twitter. They have their Twitter in check here. They have a good amount of followers here on Twitter. But they actually announced something recently. Where is that at? Oh yeah, here's their meeting that they're having today. So there is a call today. So look at this preliminary treasury call tomorrow. Tomorrow's preliminary treasury meeting will be held in the Ethereum Classic Discord voice channel to be provided. When Wednesday, May 12th, 15 UTC military time, which is 11 p.m. where I'm at, or 11 a.m. where I'm at. But I won't be able to, live stream the call or anything like that, because I actually have to go get my windshield fixed right now. I had to go get some car problems fixed right now. So I have that scheduled at 11. So it sucks. I won't be able to do a video on that immediately, but I will do a video on the results of the call and what they talked about. But yeah, Ethereum Classic is going crazy right now. More knowledge being dropped. So let's go over here and look now at this. What is going on with Ethereum Classic May 2021? Okay, Ethereum Classic has taken leaps in price action. Quick history of Ethereum Classic and Ethereum are cousin blockchains that split during the continuous Ethereum DAO hard fork. This is just a little history lesson for Ethereum Classic. The DAO was meant to be decentralized venture capital fund for Ethereum projects, but the crowd sale had more holes than Swiss cheese. Yep, they're making jokes here, and investors got wrecked. So there was actually a hack that ended up with a lot of people losing money with Ethereum, and that's why they broke off and made Ethereum and kept Ethereum Classic. So then they didn't change anything for Ethereum Classic. So I guess that Ethereum Classic could still have holes in it, but I don't think so. I think Ethereum Classic is, it's well built. Let's keep reading here. So part of the community wanted to hard fork their money back, and they did. The chain that forked kept the Ethereum brand and ETH ticker symbol, while the canonical chain rebranded to Ethereum Classic and the ETC ticker symbol. This word has got me tripped up right here. Whenever I see a new word, I have to learn it, so forgive me for this. Canonical. Canonical. Okay. According to or ordered by canon law, included in the list of sacred books, blah blah blah, the prescribed official address of clerk. Okay, now we see that. All right, I just had to see what that meant because they got me twisted up a little bit there. Ethereum Classic versus Ethereum. ETC is blessed to be a community with a lack of toxic maximalists. Instead, you'll tend to find a lot of people who tend to enjoy Bitcoin's take on money and Ethereum's take on extended functionality. So they kind of have a comparison here from Ethereum Classic, Ethereum to Bitcoin to Ethereum Classic. Known supply, Bitcoin and Ethereum Classic have known supply, and pretty much what that means, let's go here. Ethereum Classic here, the number 15 in the world, pretty much what that means, we know that we have a circulating supply of 127 million Ethereum Classic with a maximum supply of 210 million Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic is almost completely, is halfway mined. So there's almost all of the circulating supply. That's why we're continuing to like rise here. We're starting to see huge jumps. The same thing kind of happened with Bitcoin when we've seen almost all of Bitcoin being bought up. When I say almost all, I don't mean like, completely almost all, but look, the max supply is 21 million, right? And the circulating supply is 18 million. So Bitcoin is almost all mined right now, but they're slowing down the mining rate of Bitcoin because of that. So that's why the price kind of slowed down. The price isn't still jumping as fast as it was because they're slowing down the mining rates. So that is what we have here with Ethereum Classic and Bitcoin. So here with Ethereum Classic, we see the circulating supply is 210 million. That is the total supply, but the circulating is 127 million. And our market cap is at 13.6 billion, and our 24-hour trading volume is 11 billion. So people are spending and trading Ethereum Classic right now. They're just not holding it, being greedy with it like how Bitcoin users are. Like you go over here and look at Bitcoin, like look at this, like look at our market cap here at Bitcoin, $1 trillion, but only 61 billion has been traded. That you can look at that ratio, you can kind of see the ratio compared to Ethereum Classic. It's a lot different. Like people are trading their Ethereum Classic, they're transferring it way more than that. So Ethereum Classic is going from wallet to wallet, and that's a good thing because we have a lot of Ethereum Classic circulating throughout the ecosystem of the crypto world. And as you can see, for 1 year we're positive, for 30 days we're positive, for 14 days, 7 days, 24 hours, 1 hour. Like we're literally positive in every single section for Ethereum Classic. So all I see for Ethereum Classic is to continue to rise right now. That's all I see with long-term in Ethereum Classic. Let's go over to CoinMarketCap and type in Ethereum Classic here, ETC. There it is. All right, I was trying to look at the full view here because CoinGecko will not let me look at that. But look, I wanted to show where the crypto winters, where they're talking about crypto winters and when those happen. So crypto winter, what they're talking about is primarily with Bitcoin. They're saying that Bitcoin typically goes down and everything else follows Bitcoin. But we always have corrections inside of all cryptos and all stocks too. Like look, around August, it actually started to go up, but then it started to go down in September. And that's kind of what they're talking about. We had a little down period because we reached such a high point inside Ethereum Classic. And when you compare it to now, you see that we reached such a high point in Ethereum Classic that we're going on a downtrend. It's May 6th, and now we're going on a downtrend. But we're going to go on another uptrend for June and July, and possibly even August. But remember, August to December is crypto winter, where everything's supposed to be going down. But everything's not going to be going down the whole winter. It's going to have a little down period, like a few weeks or a month out of winter. We're going to have a down period. So that's what you can expect once we hit the winter time. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing here with Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is really good right now. It's doing really good in terms of market cap, in terms of support from the actual community. So look at this, transactions in the last 24 hours for Ethereum Classic, 71,000 transfers in the last 24 hours with Ethereum Classic. And that has let's go back over here to CoinGecko. All right, number 15, Ethereum Classic. So as you can see, we had 71,000 transactions in the last 24 hours, which has actually equaled up to be $11 billion. So let's do some more math here. You guys know how much I like doing my math. So let's find out our average Ethereum Classic price here. So let's divide our 24-hour trading volume, right, by this right here, 71894. And I'll tell you what this is in a second. 71894, there it is, 71894. So by our transactions, the number of transactions that we had on the blockchain. So 24-hour trading volume by the transactions. So if we go over here, we can actually see the average trading volume was about, when you divide like when you go over here, right here to our 24-hour trading volume, and you divide our 24-hour trading volume by our transactions in the last 24 hours, it ends up being, boom, 158,000. We averaged out at 158,000 there. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good average there when you look between the transactions and the money that was actually transacted. That means the average transaction was at $158,000. I don't know how the average person out there has got 158,000. This is just the average. So we could have had a billionaire that was, we could have billionaires and millionaires just trading a bunch yesterday. But yeah, the average transaction yesterday was $158,000. So look at that. So yeah, just the fact that we have all these rich people that are, invested into Ethereum Classic is definitely a good sign. Good sign that we have that going on. You'd expect this number to be higher though, with $11 billion in 24-hour trading volume. You would expect that to be higher, like at least at 100,000, at least maybe even a million. Like, because then the average would be, it would really average out well if you did, like, look, if there was 1 million transfers yesterday, average would be at 11,000. The average, transfer in between wallets would be 11,000. But the average is not. The average is going crazy right now. So yeah, Ethereum Classic is going crazy. There's millionaires invested, billionaires invested, and you can see this here. So yeah, transactions per hour is about 2,900 transactions per hour. And yeah, we have every single thing about Ethereum Classic here. If you want to find this info, it's at bitinfocharts.com. bitinfocharts.com. And then you can find Ethereum Classic here. You would just type in Ethereum Classic up here, and it'll show you literally everything about Ethereum Classic, everything you need to know. It shows the rewards for the miners for the blockchain, and they're actually upping the mining rate for Ethereum Classic people, which means that people are more motivated to mine Ethereum Classic. They're more motivated to get their hands dirty and mine Ethereum Classic. So this was our little comparison here. Known supply, we already went over that. Proof of work, Bitcoin and Ethereum Classic. Ethereum is switching to proof of stake in the near future. Ethereum Classic is committed to remaining on the more secure proof of work indefinitely. So they're like comparing themselves to Ethereum, and they're saying how much different they are. So Turing complete. Ethereum and Ethereum Classic use the same underlying EVM to enable smart contracts. Any contract deployed on ETH will be deployable on ETC, and no premium, no foundation, and no irregular state. You can see Bitcoin and Ethereum Classic will match for the same 3 ones there. And layer 1 scalability, Ethereum has won that one. Ethereum's attempt to scale layer 1 necessarily creates state bloat, security and availability trade-offs to only a merger increase in throughput. All right, so they have one thing, layer 1 scalability, but we all have layer 2 scalability. From Ethereum to Bitcoin to Ethereum Classic, it is possible to scale to a greater extent without sacrificing security by using layer 2 solutions such as lighting, state channels, optimistic rollup. All right, so we got our little comparison from Ethereum to Ethereum Classic and Bitcoin out of the way, because we know the cryptos kind of follow Bitcoin, and we know that Ethereum Classic kind of follows Ethereum, But let's continue to look here at this meeting call that we have. So we have a meeting call on Discord with Ethereum Classic, a preliminary photo treasury meeting, or a preliminary proto treasury meeting, not photo. I knew I got something wrong there. But look at this. They had this meeting, and like I said, it's at 11, so I can't really do a video at that time because I have to do something with my car right there. But this is going to be a good little meeting for Ethereum Classic. If you want to find this out, it's on GitHub here, but it is going to be on a Discord call. But if you want to find this out, you can find it on their Twitter. It's like the third tweet of their Twitter. You'll find that there, and you can actually join that call. And if you are an Ethereum Classic investor, it's definitely in your best interest to join this call. So Eastern time, like where I'm inside of Florida, so if you're anywhere around Florida, it'll be at 11 a.m. But this right here is in military time. But yeah, it'll be around 11 a.m. for people on the East Coast, and for everyone else, I do not know. But yeah, the duration is 1.5 hours. And then the location, yep, Discord server. So this is where you can find it. The motivation behind this, the intention of this meeting is to bring together Ethereum Classic teams and the community to participate in the discussion of the proto treasury proposal described in ECIP 1098. Feedback, debate, or constructive criticism is welcome. This is not intended to be a consensus defining meeting, rather a great time for input and collaboration. So they're really giving the investors, the time to put their input in, to, tell the developers what they want and what they think. So this is really big. And the ECIP 1098 proto treasury system is right here. Abstract. This document outlines a proposal for the implementation of a proto treasury system in Ethereum Classic. It describes a high-level structure of proto Ethereum Classic treasury systems and its general properties. Detailed specifications for each part of the system as well as reference implementation can be found in the GitHub repository. Motivation. The primary motives of the PECTS is to establish a stable and reliable funding mechanism for independent teams, each of whom are capable of both maintaining core clients and evolving development of the Ethereum Classic platform, as well as initiating the funding of a Gitcoin grants pool for wider community development. The current approach of relying on voluntarism and benefactors to support the Ethereum Classic system has failed. So this is a big point right here. The current approach of relying on voluntarism, so on people who are volunteering and benefactors to support the Ethereum Classic ecosystem has failed. A clear signal needs to be sent to the wider community that Ethereum Classic means to move forward with confidence, with a clear vision to deliver in stable. So this is really the developers trying to just make sure that the investors are 100%, stable and leveled and actually are supporting Ethereum Classic. They're pretty much trying to put motivation back into the Ethereum Classic investors. They're trying to say we're doing more to develop Ethereum Classic in a better way. Ethereum Classic needs a vision to inspire developers. So really, they're really trying to put the developers at the forefront so then they can really develop Ethereum Classic to the point where it's way more dominant than Ethereum, particularly those currently outside the Ethereum Classic ecosystem, to build on the platform ahead of the many other well-funded competitor platforms in the space. This treasury system is designed to do this quickly and efficiently, and having a high-value Ethereum Classic will also mitigate against potential 51% attacks. So we recognize this proposal outlines a significant change to the future governance of Ethereum Classic. For this reason, we are proposing an element of built-in obsolescence so the community has the opportunity to directly assess the value of the treasury system and in time, actively vote for its continuation and further development, or indeed to allow it to be reserved. So Ethereum Classic is moving like a democracy here. And the way that they're going to do this, they're going to have this meeting. They're really moving like a democracy, and they're moving like a well-developed company. Like, this is what well-developed companies do. They have these meetings, these insider meetings, so then they let all the investors come in and, they let them attend this meeting that they're having. So this is really good. This happens in the stock market all the time with huge companies. And the fact that Ethereum Classic is doing this and letting all of their investors in on this and making this public, this is actually really good and really transparent for Ethereum Classic. So this proposal right here is really going to strengthen Ethereum Classic as a crypto and as a community in one. So this is really good news for Ethereum Classic. Definitely attend this meeting. This meeting is happening today, May 12th, 11 a.m. Eastern time. That's if you're in Florida or the East Coast in general. But this is going to be a 1.5 hour meeting here. So if you have time, attend it. If not, I'm going to be making a video afterwards and, doing a recap on it. But yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and check out the link in the description for a free stock with Robinhood and Webull. And before I leave, the price target is $1.30 within the next, few weeks. And within the next few days, $1.10. And if we do not break that $1.10, like I said before, $90, and then we're going up to $1.30. and then beyond, you know. But yeah, remember, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video. Peace.